All right, here we are in round three. That is the finals of the first draft of our Masters Edition 4 draft. We were in the roll and we'll elect to play second again. Sounds fine. We've got two planes and we got two plays, plus one more land gives us a removal spell, and then a black, turns on our other cards. We will not mulligan. Righteous Charge, certainly not the worst draw with a couple guys. Green red, okay. Alright, that was a pretty good draw. A 2/3 Forest Walk, alright then. So we're obviously letting this attack through if he comes in. Yep. And then we're probably going to cast the Gravebind at his end of turn. Just cantrip it up. Oh, another Elite Cat Warrior. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to run a Trooper here. I'm just going to try and see if I can play out a bunch of guys and then hopefully get a profitable charge off. Although if I have to end up... Horn of Death. Oh, this card's actually sick. It's actually unbelievably insane. It makes combat nearly impossible for you, so for your opponent. It's a very, very good card. I've seen it in action. It's really good. I've been watching a few of my friends do Masters drafts, so while I myself have only played it once, I have seen the cards in action. Part of me just wants to charge here. I think that's correct. Is actually just to charge here, especially while the horn is, before the horn goes online. Oh, he has Giant Growth? Oh, okay. Alrighty then. He only has 2 cards in hand, which is nice. We do need to draw, land, especially swamp, pretty soon here. Because we can't, we're going to need our removal spells in order to deal with his guys, because not only are they a full, better than ours. This horn it makes combat absolutely impossible. Please make it a 3/3. Okay. All right, we drew our swamp. I don't want to run out Brassman, but I think I need to run out the Brassman just to block the Cat Warriors, because I think I gain more value by, especially if I don't end up drawing a land. So we have 13 more lands in the deck. We're actually exactly at 50% to draw land. So, if we draw a swamp, we're looking really good. Oh, he's only attacking with 2. Okay, in that case, I don't have a problem with taking the 3. I would consider playing the Just Fate a lot more if he had, if he had attacked with both, because then I would be at 9, and that would kind of suck. Okay, that's cool too. I guess he might have been worried about if we just cast a Righteous Charge and bashed in for. Well, no. Even then, we aren't bashing him for 12. We're bashing him for 11, and he would have the horn Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to just fate here, definitely. Obviously leave up healing salve. Or, bluff healing salve. Just drawing nothing but land, which is pretty good for us. Okay, we hit our land. I actually don't want to. I don't want to plague here. I think I want to shred. See, and this Howl from Beyond's pretty dead because of the horn. Oh, he has Giant Growth? Okay. Well, we gain 3 life. Not attacking at all. That's interesting. Oh, I will happily play this white. The thing is, though, is that even though we have this white and it's clearly the best creature on the board, we can't do anything because if we attack, he'll just double block and then Horn of Deafening our guy. And as I alluded to before, we really don't have good artifact removal. So it's going to come down to us drawing a critical mass of guys. We're somehow being able to trick him into using the horn, and then we can howl. It's our bestiary. So if we bestiary up a cat warrior, attack, he fogs 1, blocks 1, we still get him for 3, but then we lose a guy, and that's not great, so I think I'll just ship. I'd rather pay the bestiary on something that we actually can't deal with, rather than these, which we've got contained pretty well. Glad I'm not a green decker. I would probably have lost this game. Although I would always have the salvage, I guess. Or plague. I'm never gonna stop saying salvage. It's just the worst. Guerrilla war cry. Alright, that's fine. So, attackers can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Okay, so you actually just did that to draw a card. Yeah, because I'm like, well, I can still double block with these 2. So Howl from Beyond is giving us a +6/+0. So again, what we're going to have to do in order to set that up is we're going to have to attack all out, have him block. Hopefully he'll double block on the Dread White, and then our Garthian picks. Okay, so that's it's basically got protection from artifacts, except you can still target it with artifacts. So it's a 2/1, can't be blocked or damaged by artifacts. So Brassman will not. That will block Brassman all day. So yeah, we're gonna have to just get in with all our guys pretty much. Get in with all our guys. He'll horn maybe the Dread White, and then whatever gets through, we can Howl from Beyond for 7. So if we attack all out, yeah, there's no point because he just blocks, horns. Yeah, we can't get anything. We need to have 2 or 3 more creatures than he does. We're not in a huge danger of losing this game, but if he drops a bomb, we have multiple removal spells. So I guess that's fine. So that guy can gain. It's a forest walk. So, oh man, maybe this guy just played a bunch of green decks to get here. Okay, so you can gain control of artifacts as long as that remains in the field, unless I pay 2. Okay, so I might be paying 2 for Brass Man for a bit. It's alright. Let's always yield to that. I should have done that a while ago. Foul Spirit. Certainly not the worst. I don't even know if I want to play it, just because if I intend on plaguing at some point. Yeah, I think I'll just... No, I think I will play it because I need to get in the air as one of my potential ways of winning. So, like if I draw this and then Serra Angel, that lets me put him on a 4-turn clock, which is pretty good, especially if I can, have multiple guys in the air and then in response to him horning one, I pump the other with Howl. So. Another plague. Okay, so now is when we have to start thinking about plaguing to burn, right? So once we start getting out more creatures than they have, I could actually Bestiary. The thing is, Bestiary shuts off 2 mana that I could otherwise use for Howl from Beyond. So I think I'm just going to pass. Our opponent's drawn way more land than we have, so he's going to activate this and target the Brass Man. I will pay 2. Okay, Grapeshot Couple. See, that's one of the good things that's good against 1 toughness flying creatures. It's fine. I'm debating even bestiarying this just so it can't take control of, or attempt to take control of this. So then but either way, they're locking down 2 of my mana, so there's really no point. Interesting, he didn't activate Tree Folk or Bandits. He just assumes I'm going to pay 2. But one of those things that maybe in real Magic you would do, but you won't on Magic Online because it does, eat up your little bit of your clock. Although we've been playing pretty fast so far. Speaking of matches finishing, I guess, kind of. We'll play Lions. We're also drawing to Righteous Charge here, so that's another reason I'm kind of playing out my guys. Anyway, in the last round there was actually a draw, and you don't see that very often on Moto because you can't draw due to time, right? Our opponent's probably got a cantrip or something like that. Oh, okay. You can't time out due to the clock because you're on the chess clock system. So I didn't watch the replay, but I only assumed that it was caused by Dakmor Plague when if one player was slightly far behind, but they were both at less than 3 life or less, the guy may have cast it to draw out the game. So this 4/3, I know I'm tempted to just salvage to plague right here, but I would rather plague when I have a follow-up. So I think I'm just going to just fate it if it. Yeah, because once I draw, if I draw Serra Angel and if I have 10 land, or even if I just draw Sarah Angel, so that I can have multiple guys, and I'm assuming he's playing out everything. Like, it's one thing is, between rounds you can't really watch your next opponent's replay in this 64-man format because you don't know who your opponent's going to be. You don't know who was in your draft and whatnot, and so he didn't take a bunch of time at the beginning. Like, I guess you could while you were waiting for your mulligan or whatnot, go and watch your opponent's replays, but he hasn't. So I'm assuming he didn't. So he doesn't know I have double plague. Okay. So now we have 10 lands, so we have 13 cards in our deck, of which one is Sarah Angel. Oops, I keep forgetting I've auto-yielded to that, so that all I have to do is tap my mana. I don't want to click cancel and give him my brass man. Southern Elephant. Oh, that's something that survives my plague. Obviously, I can bestiary it. Oh, Wild Easter. But that dies to Grapeshot Catapult. So, I am not averse to... let's see. So if I Plague, that leaves Elephant alive. So that takes 5. I can Plague, Bestiary, and then Easter. Okay, I like that. Double Plaguing seems bad, though. He's used 2 Giant Growths already, so I don't know if he had a third one, that would be kind of weird. I know, like, in this deck, maybe if you have as many creatures as he does, or as it looks like, you might run 3 Giant Growths. It is one of the best green commons, believe it or not. Okay, so now Bestiary. Here, I definitely East there. I actually don't even need to Bestiary this turn. Yeah, I don't need to Bestiary this turn. Although he could have... No. If he rips Giant Growth, I guess. Which is more likely, him ripping Giant Growth or him playing creature I care more about? Probably him playing creature I care more about. So. Because if he... Alright, my 1 artifact is already in the graveyard. You may have your 1 mana 1/1. Oh, sick. Alright. Oh, I forgot to Bestiary. Okay. In that case, I will just cast Angel. Say go. Like, I have no clue what he's got in his hand. Maybe just land. 4/6. Alright. In that case, probably a good idea that I didn't. Okay, I might just win here. Because... Or I don't even need to best. So if I swing in, he targets Sarah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 10. Yeah. I think I just kill him. So now he'll use Horn. Then in response to Horn, to deal 9 to him. What's he got? Ah, he gained 6 life. That's pretty sick. And then I obviously will pump. Okay. So that, yeah, he had something, but it's definitely not the worst thing he could have had. So, Crumble is an instant. I was wondering about that earlier. So now I think we still got him because he has to have a fairy. Or he has to have, not fairy, flying. I've been watching LSV's extended videos where he's playing fairies. Anyway, so he has to have a couple flyers because we're getting in for 3, and then we salvage and win the game, or plague and win the game. Man, this is just Lightning Bolt. Like, we've won 2 games already just by playing it as Lightning Bolt. Force of Nature. Ah, he got the Force of Nature. Alright, that's fine. And we win. Alright. Like I said, I could have had a crumble there, but we win game 1. Yay! That was pretty intense. See, like I said, that card's pretty nuts. Whatchamacallit? The Horn of Deafening. I think we might want to bring in, I think we do want to bring in the green plan. Just because he has those 2/3s, and so I would like to bring in guys that target them. So board out the plains, a swamp, add in a bayou, add in a forest. Done. Alright, I'll pause it and we'll go to game. Actually, just before we go to the next game, I'm going to switch out a Savannah Lions for for the 3rd Righteous Charge, just because in those games, if we had drawn Righteous Charge, it would have been a lot better, because it would have broken the stalemate it would have broken the stalemate. And since we're boarding in 2 creatures, the elephant and the mammoth, I don't mind taking out the lions, especially because the lions is it's really subpar against his 2/3s and whatnot. So I think that's a fair choice to make. And we're given a difficult. Oh, he mulligans already. So I think I'm actually gonna keep. We're on the draw. Chose to play first. Okay, I won't mulligan. We have a 2-drop. We have a removal spell, and we're on the draw, and our opponent mulligans. So I think this is a fine hand to keep. We get there. So, the opponent has only green so far. Oh, good. That's a. Oh, we already had Foul Spirit. Okay, so we'll be going with the double Foul Spirit aggro plan here. 2/3 Forest Walk. Oh, the pixies. All right, that's fine. Sorry. Ooh. Well, we'll definitely attack. He's on 4 cards. Yeah. I'm gonna run with the spirit just because after that mulligan, I want to keep with end, especially without him. I want to keep pressure on him. Is what I'm trying to say. And I'd rather play a 3/2 flyer now than hit a Sarah Angel maybe a bit sooner. Oh, okay. Oh, weak stone. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna just keep running them out. Weak stone is actually pretty good against this deck. Maybe I should board in my might stones. Another weak stone? Ah, okay, bandits. Alright, well, we don't have our brass man, so. It's good that we're drawing all this land. Very happy, obviously. I'll take one happily. Elephant, that's fine. Soul Shred, a very good one. See, like I had said before, like the key to winning is if winning in the air. He really doesn't have a ton of outs to that sort of style of play. I'm gonna just fate the elephant. Just because it's 3-4, kind of hard to deal with. Okay, Ox is fine. So he's at 6. So next turn we win if none of our guys go unblocked because we have the Howl from Beyond. That Weak Stone's done some pretty good work though. I don't know if our opponent would bring in Fog, maybe. I'll take 4. Please just play like Force of Nature here. Oh, okay, awesome, we win. Awesome, and we won. We 3-0'd our draft, which means we are not only going to the finals, we are going for another draft. We are also qualified for the release championships for Masters Edition 4. So it's really great. This has been a really profitable event so far, and I will see you for the next draft.